it's changing. And the evolution of the women's game sees teams like Japan striving to get to the highest level, winning the World Cup 4 years ago, in the final this year, although they weren't close to the U.S. Still so many positives for them.
They're about to get the ceremonies underway here at BC Place. No Sepp Blatter, of course, the FIFA president, not making the trip. He usually would hand over the trophy, but he is not here today. So Issa Hayatou from Cameroon, president of the Confederation of African Football, is there, along with Lydia Sekera of the FIFA Executive Committee. Victor Montaliani, the president of the Canadian Soccer Association, part of the party there as well. It's almost as if Jill Ellis can't believe it.
Well, it was a remarkable decision. Tom Servani was removed from the coach's position not that long ago. Jill Ellis was installed as the head coach of this group, and it was her job to do one thing and one thing only, and win the World Cup. Massive sense of relief for her, I'm sure.
So first up, it's the officials. Katarina Monzel was the referee in charge of this game. She kicked off the tournament, refereeing Canada's opening game against China. There was a lot said about whether or not that was a penalty late in that game in stoppage time. FIFA obviously felt so, because if they thought she had made a mistake, she wouldn't have got the final.
Well, there were some controversial decisions made by referees throughout the tournament, but there always are. And I think one of the things that needs to be remembered about this as well is all of the officiating crews are female. It's about the development of female referees and officials as well. They've done themselves credit. No controversial decisions to speak of in the final. The United States worthy victors.
Kenisha Buchanan of Canada gets the award as the top young player at the World Cup.
And boy, does she deserve it. I said before the tournament, Kenisha Buchanan was one day going to be the best defender in the world. And she went a long way towards achieving that in this tournament. For a 19-year-old to win this award is remarkable. She's got such a bright future. John Herdman, shown just a few minutes ago like a proud father. And there's John Herdman with Kenisha's mother.
Finishing level with Celia Sasic of Germany for the Golden Boot with 6 goals, but Sasic playing less minutes. Sasic wins the Golden Boot, but will go home thinking for a long time about that penalty miss in the semi-final.
It was a pivotal moment. The United States on the ropes. Sasic missed, but Hope Solo comes away with the Golden Glove as the tournament's outstanding goalkeeper. It's not really the trophy that matters most to her, though. She wanted her hands on the World Cup trophy. She's got that as well. But this is just icing on the cake for Hope Solo.
Hope Solo wins the Golden Glove. And now, before the trophy presentation, we will see who wins the Golden Ball at this tournament. She had a great tournament couldn't get into today's game.
She's a wonderful player. There's an argument to be made about what's most important in an international caliber football: physique, athleticism, technical ability. And Aya Miyama just shows the importance of technical skill. Wonderful technician, great on the ball, an excellent leader for her team as well.
And Carly Lloyd finishes second.
Well, perhaps the votes were given in before this game was played. It looks like Carly Lloyd gets the golden ball, and she wins the award. We'll see if we can find out who finished second in the voting. But I was going to say, based on the evidence of today's game alone, Carly Lloyd should walk away with that trophy, and she does.
Please congratulate the runners-up in the FIFA Women's World Cup.
So Carly Lloyd wins the golden ball with 6 goals in this tournament.
The team from Japan.
And here come the runners-up, Japan. They will be given a guard of honor. By the United States.
Well, the roles were reversed 4 years ago. Japan winning the Women's World Cup in a penalty shootout. But you see the respect of the players they have for each other. The U.S. women's players have spoken in the past at length of their admiration for Japan and how they play the game and where they're taking the game on the women's side. It's not just about power and athleticism anymore. When you look at the new DNA of some of the young American players coming through, the likes of Morgan Bryant, technical skill is a prized asset with these players as well. And the performance of Japan on the international level for many, many years is a big reason behind that.
And despite the defeat today, it has been an incredible few years for Japan. Winning that World Cup in 2011, winning an Olympic silver medal in 2012, winning the Women's Asian Cup for the first time in 2014. And today, they finish as runners-up.
It's a horrible consolation. No player wants to go into a World Cup final and come away second best, but they will look back and reflect on this tournament as a great achievement for them as a nation. When you consider how small the player pool is in Japan, less than 40,000 registered female players, for them to get to this level and achieve sustained success is quite remarkable.
Silver medals for Japan as the US waits off stage for the trophy presentation. So what can Japan do now? They have that technical ability, but they're never going to be the most physical or strongest side in the tournament.
Well, I think when they go back and analyze this game, they were never at the races defensively, and the technical side of it is irrelevant. You can't organize yourself against set pieces and defend properly. They didn't do that, certainly in the first 20 minutes, and they were down 4-0. The game was essentially over at that stage, so they'll look back and reflect on this tournament and this game as a missed opportunity.
By Carly Lloyd, the United States make their way onto the stage.
A remarkable performance today for Carly Lloyd. 3 goals, the driving force for this American team. Abby Wambach and Christy Rampone at the back of the line. They'll be making their bows, I would think, on the international stage after this tournament.
Carly Lloyd, just the second American to win the Golden Ball. Karen Jennings did it in 1991. Suno Gulati is on the stage. He's the president of the U.S. Soccer Federation. engine, the only outfield player not to see any action in this tournament for the US. The two backup goalkeepers also failing to get on the pitch. Well, it's been a long wait for Abby Wambach. Just a few more seconds. Now Abby Wambach and Christy Rampone heading up to the stage together. Rampone winning the World Cup for the second time after lifting the trophy first in 1999. Abby Wambach finally adding a World Cup to her remarkable resume. A hug there from Sono Galati, the president of US Soccer. The United States are World Cup champions. They have their third star. And they win the World Cup for a record third time.
They got better as the tournament went on. They were drawn into arguably the most difficult group in the tournament, alongside Australia, Sweden, and Nigeria. They topped that group, and they got better and better as the knockout stage unfolded, culminating in today's 5-2 victory over Japan. Deserved winners.
The celebrations will go on long into the night here in Vancouver. The streets of this city have been buzzing all day long. What a moment for Abby Wambach and Christy Rampone to lift the trophy together.
A fantastic end to their careers. Abby Wambach has spoken often about the little hole that sits in her heart, not having won the Women's World Cup, everything that she's achieved in the game, all of the awards that she's won, the Olympic golds. The one thing missing was this trophy, and now she has her hands on it.
We've talked a lot about the United States and how well they deserve this moment right now from their performances, especially today and against Germany in the semi-final. Your thoughts as a former Canadian international on what this tournament that we've seen the last month can do for the game in this country?
It's been a remarkable tournament from start to finish. You have to give credit to the Canadian Soccer Association for hosting a fantastic tournament from coast to coast, from Moncton to Vancouver. Every venue was well attended. Many of the games sold out. The support for Canada in Edmonton, Montreal, and here in Vancouver was remarkable. And as a former player, it gives you shivers to think that there's support like that for our national teams, and a hope that we can continue to develop and grow the game, and hopefully continue to qualify for the Women's World Cup, and hopefully in the future for the Men's World Cup for just the second time in our history.
So Abby Wambach gets her World Cup, and we'll celebrate with the American fans here inside BC Place. An incredible day for the United States as they went out into a 4-goal lead inside 16 minutes, and they are the World Cup winners.
Well, that's it for FIFA.